9 years in the game, 9 years of top 10, sometimes even top 20 designer summer lists for all of you out there. It's hard to stay fresh in these top lists, but at the same time, with a collection with over 1,000 fragrance bottles, it can be easy for me to replace new and old fragrances. But that's not the goal here. The goal here is maybe a new subscriber, an old subscriber sees a fragrance for the first time for a new subscriber, or an old subscriber has seen it multiple times in my list and finally decides, you know what, maybe I'll take a look at that one. This is the goal here. These lists are always fun to compile, and I really do hope that some of you out there that are watching this video right here in particular get something out of it. If you do, I did my job. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Let's go. What's going on, YouTube Fragrance family? Welcome to my top 10 summer designer list for the year 2018. This summer in Canada, at least in my region, summer came in late and it was actually really warm, very dry. We hardly got any rain here. So it was one of those that I really enjoyed wearing, things that were actually, I was going back to my citrus game, and you're going to see a lot of citruses here. I still love my mints. I still love my figs and things like that, but you're going to see a little bit more citruses in this list. But you're going to see in this list a lot of these, the designer summer lists are very easy to wear. You can dress them up, dress them down. You can wear them during the day or summer night. And these lists... I'm going to tell you, like I said in my introduction, it's hard to compile these because the same faces, you know, that one saying that says slow and steady wins the race. That's the way I build my top 10 list. It's my personal choice. There's no marketing here. It's not peppered with brand new 2018 releases. I'm not here to market you the brand new releases. I'm not here to switch things around just because I should, just to keep things fresh for you. You're going to see a lot of fragrances that I utilize all the time. They may come in from past lists. So slow and steady wins the race, man. I'm here for the long run. And these fragrances do it. And you're going to see a lot of familiar faces. There's some newcomers. There's fragrances like from the Ferrari house. So these are cheapies. You got some high ends. You got some Hermes. You got some YSL. You got some Guerlain. You got some discontinued fragrance. Issey Miyake, of course. Issey Miyake Summer 2009. Can't do this list without you. You're still there. So what are we waiting for? Let's get into the list. At number 10, I'm talking about Ferrari. Ferrari kicked some butt in this list. We got two Ferraris. I purchased a lot of Ferraris this year in 2018 just because, man, Noble Fig kind of blew me away. I knew that Neroli from Chata had a little sample from him. Absolutely love that one. And I got a chance to just collect these Ferraris like Pokemon. So you're going to see a lot of fragrance reviews from the House of Ferrari, from yours truly, because they're good. And for under 50 bucks, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. They're good. So let's take a look at number 10. At number 10, we have a great Neroli-based fragrance. And you already know, Ferrari's Bright Neroli. And this thing is good. Bright Neroli is compared to Neroli Portofino from Tom Ford. A very expensive fragrance compared to this stuff. This stuff is like a sneeze in the hat for Tom Ford fragrance. And it's compared to it for good reason. It utilizes the same format. It has the same idea. It's built upon the same idea. As far as quality goes, it's not there, but you can't really nitpick a fragrance like this when it's going against a fragrance that's 150 to 200 to more. So it utilizes bitter orange with some neroli. There's some citron here, a little bit of that lemon. Good amount of citruses with some light florals. It's fresh, it's aromatic, it's well composed. Ferrari is very surprising as a brand lately, and they have some very solid scents for the price that you actually pay. You're not going to find, something like this under 50, a freshie like this. I could probably put it on one hand here. There isn't that many as far as the quality and the build and what you're getting in the introduction. Yeah, the dry down is a little less the thickness than the Neroli Portofino, and you can tell a little bit of the difference. But I can wear this one dressed up, dressed down, shorts or suit. You can wear it during the day or even the night during the summer because, of course, Neroli has that, that floral feel to the fragrance. So really, you don't want to wear this in those hot, humid days, but it has some brightness, some sparkle to it. At number 10, Ferrari coming in strong. At number 9, we got Armani, and no, it's not EDG Profumo. No, I'm sorry, my friends. We're gonna go with the flanker that nobody really talks about, and that is, beautiful. This is Aqua Liguria Essenza. I hear through the grapevine, she might be discontinued. What are you guys doing? This one made it on my list back in 2016 at number 10. So it returns. It's a returnee. It didn't make last year's list. Great summer scent, signature scent worthy. This is one of those that has some depth to it. This is probably the only fragrance in this list that utilizes a good amount of spice to it, some woods, and it's a very complete scent. And what do I mean by that is this is much more complete than this. It'll give you more in hour 5 than this fragrance right here. This one's kind of running on fumes during that time. This one is a little more complete. It has more blend to it. A good blend. It is one of my favorite flankers from the original EDG. It has that familiar green. It's got some citruses. It's got that familiar aquatic tone that you get from the original. This one can be dressed up. It can be dressed down. I actually wear this one in the summer when it's not too hot. It's perfect for summer nights or a cooler summer day. Dress it up, dress it down, whatever you wish. This is highly signature scent worthy. Aqua Liguria Essenza, forgotten jewel of the ADG lineup. Let's take a look at number 8. Ferrari roars back at number 8. And this one, one of my favorites, if not my favorite from the Ferrari house, Noble Fig. Noble Fig, I compare to a very expensive Armani Privé, which is called Figuier Eden. Why? Because they utilize that fig, very uplifting, very green, very nicely done, but it has a backing of florals and it's iris. Figuier Eden, very high end. It really feels like it's my upscale fig. Fig's kind of a little bit of playfulness, but Armani did it right. And this kind of stole the show a little bit. It's a cheaper version of it. And hell, price versus quality as a fig. This stuff, just like Bright Neroli, you just can't go wrong if you're on a budget. Great fig leaf with a touch of mandarin. There's a solid iris note here in the backbone. The figs are very easy to wear. Dress this one up, dress this one down. Night, day, even though it's very thin as a scent, and very fresh up top, but it has iris that backbones it a little bit. So I'm not going to wear this in hot, humid days, even though it kind of tricks you in the introduction because that fig is very watery, very green, very uplifting, but that iris comes through and the iris kind of gives you that powdery makeup vibe that iris does. So this one's best built for spring, to be quite honest, but those summer days or even cooler nights, you can pull it off. Noble Fig, Ferrari coming up strong in my top 10. At number 7, from the house of Christian Dior, Christian Dior has a great little lineup called the Dior Homme line. Dior Homme Sport, great for the summer. Don't get it twisted, even though it says sport on it. A lot of sporty fragrances are just built for sportiness. Dior Homme Sport is great. You can even dress that thing up. It's crazy. But Dior Homme Cologne also comes in through the gate. And this one right here, there's 2 editions. This one is the 2013 edition with the white smoke glass. I love the presentation of this bottle. He's even got the blue on the cologne here. A very, very sexy bottle. Last year, it dropped in at number 6. This year, at number 7. So it stays in the top 10. Light, transparent bergamot opening, citrusy opening with a floral and musky backbone. Very clean, easy to wear, very thin. and the quality is there. The only thing is it doesn't last as much on people's skin, so you got to watch out on that. It is actually my scent of the day today. This one, you can dress it up, you can dress it down, just like a lot of these. I'd wear this one the same way I'd wear Bright Neroli. I think these two are made for the same type of occasion. I think this one's a little thinner. It throws the citruses a little bit more, making it a little more sparkling than the Bright Neroli. The citrus has a certain sparkle to it that I absolutely love in the introduction. So this one, you can apply gazillion sprays on your body, and no one's going to blink an eye. It is one of those fragrances that's very thin. So keep that in mind. At number 6, talking about a thin fragrance, but an excellent composition. It is from YSL, and this is from the line. I just did a Good, the Bad, and the Ugly on this brand, and I've been wearing this quite a bit. Underrated juice, L'Homme Cologne Gingembre. And this is utilizing that familiar ginger from the original However, it utilizes also violet leaf, and violet leaf is highly utilized in another flanker, which is L'Homme Libre, and it utilizes those citruses and some aquatic tones, and that beautiful ginger from the original, and that violet leaf that's kind of watery, and makes it a really great uplifting fragrance. Again, same thing with these two, is that they're very thin, and they may not last on your skin. So just be warned. It is very weak in longevity and projection, but it is an excellent scent, and this is one of those that I just splash on during the summer, especially if I'm just going for a walk, going for just a few errands. These type of fragrances are easy to just splash on. You can bring a decant with you if you want. This one, the violet leaf, is simply well done with the ginger from the original If I can name one underrated flanker, this one would be it at number 6 on my top 10 list. Now let's take a look at top 5 dead or alive. This is from the house of Kenzo. Who's talking about Kenzo? I am. Kenzo. This is from a lineup that I absolutely love. I've been talking about this Kenzo Power lineup ever since 2010. As you can see, cologne, cologne, cologne. And they're just perfect for this type of season. Kenzo Power Cologne, number 5 for my spring 2018 list. Coming in, sneaking into the summer list too. Why not? This is more built. This one in Kenzo Power, more built for spring, but the citrus is in here. It's beautiful. The citruses up top is lemon verbena, beautiful, very authentic. It's got some vetiver, total balsam in the backbone, so it has a little bit of depth to the fragrance. It's fresher than the original Kenzo Power, a little less feminine than Kenzo Power. Kenzo Power really throws those florals through. This one still has that little bit of that powdery aspect, which kind of makes it clean. It makes it a clean scent. This is probably the classiest scent in this whole list, even beating out this fragrance and this fragrance. These would be, well, all three of these I think would be considered clean scents, but it is the classiest one. I would wear this with a suit in the summer. Summer night with a light breeze, it's simply one of the best. Best for spring, but light enough for summer. Kenzo Power Cologne, a great fragrance in my arsenal. At number 5. At number 4, we're getting close to the top 3. This guy was in the top 3 last year. Number 2 last year, and for good reason. It's sticking in the top 5. This is, of course, Terre d'Hermès Eau Très Fraîche. And I'm going to block these Ferraris with this huge bottle right here. Terre d'Hermès Eau Fraîche, Elena in a nutshell. The perfumier behind this killed it. This is one of my favorites from Monsieur Elena. The more I wear it, the more I'm loving it. And I've already reviewed this scent, and I gave it a 10 out of 10. Geez, I feel like I underrated it with a 10. Simply outstanding. It's a fresher take of the original Terre d'Hermès, which I love that stuff. The citrus note in this fragrance, those notes, they pop. They're watery. They don't remove any of the quality from the original, and that's what these très fraîche, these fresher versions of classics in our game, you got to be, you're almost scared to try them. But this one didn't remove any of the quality of the original Terre d'Hermès, and it stands on its own as a great, great release. Well blended, from one of the best from Monsieur Elena. Dress this one up, dress it down, just splash it on and bring on the sunshine. Now let's go top 3. At number 3, it was my number 1 designer fragrance for spring 2018. So it was number 1 just a few months back, and now it pops in at number 3. This stuff's good. This stuff's real good. From the House of Guerlain. Beautiful. This is from their simplistic lineup, which I absolutely love. It's easy to wear, easy to throw on. And this is the first bottle of 2 in my top 3 from that line. So if you have the same taste as me, maybe you should check out this line. Aqua Liguria line from Guerlain. This is Herba Fresca, their mint one. And this stuff right here, this lineup, very cheap. You know, under $100 for these fragrances. You can find at discounters, 50, 60 bucks, give or take. Really, really outstanding juice. Very simplistic though. So if you're looking for artsy, this is probably doesn't have a huge build to it. It's not going to be very daring, challenging. It doesn't have a lot going on, but at the same time, simplistic is great for spring and summer. And you're going to see these as female-based fragrances. And if you're scared of unisex, they're unisex all the way, by the way. Like, this is a mint-based fragrance. So if you're scared of unisex fragrances, maybe this is not for you. But Herba Fresca at number 3. It's a mint-based fragrance. It's fresh, it's watery, it's transparent, it has green mint, it has mint tea, and some citruses blended to perfection. It's very simplistic, but I always need at least one transparent mint in the game, in my rotation. I got Mount Fresh from James Healy that kicks butt, but at the same time, that's a niche offering, and sometimes my highly expensive mint from Mr. James Healy, I don't want to waste a whole bunch of sprays. This stuff, man, I can buy 3 bottles of this stuff and won't blink an eye. I can wear 10 sprays. Let's go. But this one right here, very transparent mint and really great. I can dress this one up, down, to work. Doesn't really matter, day or even night. Herba Fresca kicks butt. Going for number 2. Last year was number 3. In 2016, it was number 2. So it's staying steady. It's one of my favorites. I gotta throw this at the camera. This is, again, from Aqua Liguria line from Guerlain. This is Pamplemousse. This is an old school bottle. It doesn't have the sticker as this one. Pamplemousse. Oh, what a great grapefruit-based scent. One, if not the best grapefruit scent in the game versus price. Price versus quality. If you're looking for simplistic, just grapefruit. You're not going to get way more than that out of this fragrance. But grapefruit's a really highly used note in perfumery, especially in the men's game. They introduce the fragrances, all of them, a lot of them with grapefruit. This thing is simply outstanding. It's one of the best grapefruits in the game. Great for really hot days and cooler days alike. Pamplemousse, one of my favorites, especially for the price. You can't go wrong. At number 2. Now, number 1. We got a new number 1? No, we don't. Number 1 last year. Number 2 in 2016. This fragrance right here, if you've been with me since 2009, you know what it is. It hasn't shied away from this number 1 spot too much. Done 1 minute. Oh, beautiful. From the House of Issey Miyake, I think their best release. Personally, it beats out the classic. This is Issey Miyake's Summer Edition 2009. 2009. And what a scent this is. It continues to dominate this list since 2000. You go back on my channel. This was kicking butt on my channel since 2009. Hasn't really moved from the number 1 spot. It lost its spot once in a while, but it came right back. Issey Miyake is, that DNA is the king of summer scents, in my personal opinion. I prefer this one over the original. It takes away a lot from the original that should have been taken away, to be quite honest. And it makes it more green, more yellow. That yuzu just pops in this fragrance. Beautiful base of the original, the classic original. Great in a hot summer day to a cooler summer day. Dress it up, dress it down, do anything with it. Issey Miyake Summer 2009 is the perfect, in my opinion, summer release. I always continue to go back to this fragrance, and trust me guys, I've been trying to purchase as many summer fragrances in the past few years to see if I could find something that can stream summer in the designer game more than this, because I know it's so hard to find. I know it's a unicorn, but at the same time, you know, there's some great juices here still on the market, but at the end of the day, this is my go-to, and That's what this list is all about. So hopefully you enjoyed my top 10 summer 2018 list as much as I had compiling it and of course shooting it for all of you. Hey, please comment below. Let me know what am I missing here. I want some new fresh ideas for summer for next year. I certainly appreciate all of you that continue to tune in, especially all the subscribers that have been with me since day one. I know a lot of you out there that continue to comment, and I certainly appreciate that. And I just want to give back to those subscribers, and I am going to start pinning those comments on, this video right here, right at the bottom. I'll pin one comment, and the next video that I shoot, I will give that person a shout out. Or if it is a question that I think is great or a comment that I think is great, I will put it in the particular video. So the last video that I did was a first impression on Womo Casual Life, and one of my subscribers, Atomizer702, and I'm going to put his comment, his or hers comment, I'm assuming it's a him, up on the channel here, and what he wrote on that is very good. I certainly appreciate from the bottom of my heart. This subscriber has been with me. This name always keeps popping up over the years, and he wrote, "This is next level guru video. I'm excited by what I see. I'm really happy to see you change things and evolve forward with the music and background. It's fresh and promising. The content has always been there, no doubt, but this presentation is awesome. Well done, sir." So I didn't pick that one just because it blows sunshine up my butt, but I know that this particular subscriber has been with me over the years, and it means so much that when someone like myself, a content creator that spends a little bit of money on their channel, and some of my hard-earned money to change the background and work on certain things, and put that time and effort, and being recognized and appreciating that change. And it may not be for everybody, but I certainly appreciate it. So thank you, bottom of my heart. I sincerely appreciate it. Thank you again. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Have a good one.